Okay, we move now on to SATB composition. Now, a couple things to know about this. SATB stands for soprano, alto, tenor, bass. Now, what that means is, so far, we've been talking about these two-voiced counterpoints. And now we're going to get to a four-voiced counterpoint. Because what we were doing in the two-voiced counterpoint was kind of a soprano and bass, meaning the low and the high. Now we're going to fill in the middle with two other voices. So those four voices, from low to high, the lowest voice is the bass, the above that is the tenor, above that is the alto, and above that is the soprano. It's easiest to think of this as singers in a choir, and that is how a choir works, right? In a choir, you have your sopranos, they sing the high stuff. You have your altos, they're not as high as the sopranos. You have your tenors, they are typically the higher male voices. And you have the basses, which are the lowest voices. So SATB composition doesn't necessarily only mean we're working with a choir. We use this style and this kind of notation system for SATB also sometimes in piano music and a lot of different kind of music, actually. So when you look at SATB, don't get hung up on the name of it. It doesn't always mean we're working with a choir. It can mean that that's just the kind of counterpoint we're doing. And in fact, it's quite common to write music for a keyboard using SATB style, especially when we're working with these kind of hymns and this 18th century style. We've just got four voices now instead of two. You can substitute the word line for voice if you want. That's kind of what we're talking about. It's not necessarily actual human voices. It's the line. We have four lines instead of the two lines we were working with before. So that being said, let's jump in and first talk about a notational thing that we have to figure out if we're going to be writing for four voices. So let's go to a separate video and talk about that.